This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1083. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. You know, it's Monday, and got a message from someone I'm coaching. I've got another success story under my belt. Yay! Someone's found a job. Didn't take long. Someone who's a program manager. Fabulous news to get. And today I'm going to be talking with you about getting feedback and why you haven't gotten feedback after your final interview. I hope you find this helpful. Please give the show 5 stars in Apple Music, Stitcher, wherever you're listening to the show. And if you'd like me to coach you, I want to encourage you to listen to the end of the show. There's information about how to connect with me. And also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. And with that, let's get going. This is a video that I'm doing that talks about why you haven't gotten feedback after the final interview. Ooh. Now, most people want to hear immediately. You know, you're excited, you're anxious, you want to hear, and the client or the third-party recruiter isn't communicating yet. Now, what they're telling you right away is there's no decision, or there's one other option that I'll come to later. But most of this is we haven't made a decision yet. And the question comes down to why. Why is there no decision after you've been in? Now, the first possible reason is you're not the only person they've brought back, and they're seeing other people. It's you and maybe 2 others, you and 3 others. And you were earlier in the process, they still have a couple of other folks to talk with. And as a result, they're not ready to communicate yet as to what their choice is because they want to see everyone. The second reason is, you know, and again, this is a quirky way to express it, they haven't gotten feedback, or HR hasn't received feedback from everyone who's on your dance card at that final meeting. Now, again, sometimes it's one person. You're meeting the executive who runs a function, and they're just busy. And sometimes it's multiple people, and not all of them have written up the report yet to indicate what the plan is. So, thus the second reason is there isn't feedback from everyone that you've met with. The third reason is, you know, they got work to do, and they haven't really sat down to really decide. It's kind of like when you buy a car and you go to 4 showrooms and look at 4 different cars. You don't instantly decide, I'm going to buy this car. Normally you're going to sit down with your wife, husband, partner, and you're going to figure out which the merits, you know, what are the merits of each one, what are the demerits, and make your choice, right? They're no different. And as much as you like to think of yourself as being the perfect individual for them to hire, trust me, you're not perfect. They're going to find things that are wrong with you, and they're going to hammer them out and figure out which one, you know, which person is right. And thus that leads to the fourth option, which is, you know, now that they've met everyone, they've got to make a choice, and they're butting heads with one another to decide who it is. And lastly, and this is true of both corporations and third-party recruiters, you've been turned down, and they don't want to tell you yet, possibly because you're the number 2 person, and if their number 1 choice turns down their offer, they're going to go to you. Or, you know, it's kind of hard to tell someone that they've been rejected, and they don't want to get into the arguments about why you really were the best person, so they just kind of hope that you fade away. I wish it were different, but that's generally the reasons why firms turn someone down, or shall we say, don't get back with feedback or a decision after a final interview. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, here are a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to start by saying that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, and look at the tabs on the top, you'll see a menu of choices available to you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique. interview preparation, help you with a salary negotiation, answer your questions about your job search, advise you about a decision you have to make about a job offer. Those are all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end in half-hour increments so it doesn't have to take a lot of time for each session. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from folks who like it and are interested in my help. Again, linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. You can take my classes on Skillshare too and become a premium member for 99 cents for the first few months. I have a link in the show notes. Just follow that link, sign up, take my classes. Lastly, I want to mention to you, you can find a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it may seem like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care.
Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be. Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.